Welcome back. Barring the insanity, what the hell's going on with my hair? We are watching more Overlord, and let's be honest, the final episode of the season, one that probably has a veritable variety of changes, mainly revolving around the kingdom and who will be left, and how much of the roster of characters we know about will still be more than plant food. And I think honestly it will be sad to see it go, but as a final diktat showing to the world what going up against the Sorcerer Kingdom does to you, completely seeing the fall of the kingdom is something that I've been waiting for. Probably you have as well. So, what are we waiting for? Just sit back, get yourselves some drinks, get comfortable. Because I think we're about to see some annihilation. Yeah, hiding behind closed curtains, nooks and crannies under the stairs. Is Mate trying to come up with the best way to carry out orders while also not trying to make too many suffer. That was what you're asked to do. Yeah, go for it. I love that he's got an entourage cheering him on. Not too much time left. A little revenge. The royal antiques, heirlooms, things that show the royalty of this kingdom. And him being the king will stay to face the on. Okay, now you're getting conflicting instructions. He would want her protection over everything. Now, what a reward that is. You can't go against her wishes. That smirk. Small victories. They will only... Never! I doubt that. I mean, all it would take is any number of the denizens of the Sorcerer Kingdom to just climb, to sort through the rubble. He tried. Come back immediately. I mean, all of this would be for naught if she lost her bodyguard. How well can you hide something in this kingdom? If only they just let her get on with her own job. Hmm. Well, I wonder how much of a fight a byproduct of actually just telling exactly where the things are. Hey, put up a fight. Eh, if nothing else, she was very efficient. Just walking through trouble. You knows that soldiers and can't really stop her. That guy apparently had very little chance. This just looks like a storeroom. Like they wouldn't ever check. You're not supposed. If you don't want to get involved in it, please vacate the area. Being so helpful. It's good that they heeded your advice. It has begun. He needs to sacrifice his care for anything else and just get back. We've moved to the secret passage. That's why it's glistening blue. Kushoktus's last human in the palace had already made it. Well, I was expecting the king to be removed, but I have a question. His word is law, that demiurge, but also last human in the palace? I like how they look at each other like, oh, what's he on about? He's got a good memory, hasn't he? After so many people that he's met across his travels and journeys. It is by far quite the honour. I mean, Is there anything to stop him if he wants to lose? A good attempt. I like that, yes, there's no ex machina, there's nothing to save him in the final minute. This isn't a fairy tale. At least he's not the main character. And there have been others that would have been useful, would have been an asset, even if they are just humans. But the fact that Climber's made it to this point and made something of himself, considering a lack of ability, just push himself onwards anyway. Whether a king or a pauper, a royal or a peasant, death is equal. He is resolute in his duty to protect the princess. The sword itself may be useful, but in his hands. A interesting question. Yes? Angry. No? Why not? And something that he personally kinda needs. If he's able to even just push Shines back by a centimetre or so, he would have been an amazing attempt, but however, it's not the time nor the place to really contemplate that. He got him to use magic. And what happened to all like the orphanages in the adventure stuff? Was that in the Empire? He's. It's all a bad dream. She's had a little change in attire. I mean, we already knew that she had something planned, and if she was in leagues with them the entire time, dry those eyes. I'm guessing that's what, her payment? An eternity. That is quite a long time. Continue his duty to serve her, but resurrection what? Resurrection lowers the level of whoever it's used on, so why is he at the minute? Does he have much of a choice in the matter? The thing is with Climb is that he has a one-sided meaning to his life, and that is her. Yeah, he's gonna need it. All things end well. It was part of her games all along. $90! $90! No wonder there was no backing down if they got the support of part of the royal family behind the plans. Not only support, but the offer and suggestion. In advance. Seed of the Fallen? Well, they will be expecting great things. I mean, why wouldn't he attend the fall of the kingdom if he was just to sit back and let everyone else handle it? God. I mean, you have all the time in the world if you are now eternal. Selling out her kingdom, family, everyone, just to have a nice song and dance in this final episode. Who would have thought her to sing a ballad like this, standing on the corpses of others? Well, at least someone's dreams are kind of fulfilled. We have been mysteriously absent of anything regarding Demiurge. Closing the window. Is also taking money from the Eight Fingers. So trying to get rid of the brother, making culpable with the Eight Fingers there, and it really was like straight from the offset in the beginning, wasn't it? Especially you, shouted. Just from those ankles, you can kind of guess. Was it really all in place from back then? One person you're not allowed to touch. That's why Brain was able to escape any further harm. Well, at least if he's completely plastered, he won't realise exactly the shit show that he's walking into. Save you? Why would he assume that they have any further use for him? Well, yeah, there was a box. What's in the box? That's what's in the box. Time for a little payback. And she's only one to oblige. I think he got off easy. I mean, complete and total destruction. It was promised and delivered. Get to the point. They've things to do. They found the scepter and the crown pretty easily. Although if Climb is now under their wing and pledging allegiance, he might have just offered up the location. As long as you fall in line and do things as declared by the Sorcerer Kingdom, they will let you live practically the same. I mean, even in passing, the story of the destruction of an entire kingdom basically overnight. And I think, let's just remember, there was no calling on the hordes of undead, no bringing in the Death Lords. Can't remember what they were called. No liches, no demons, just a few of Nazareth's floor guardians, a few of the staple of the characters that we've known about. Yeah, why put up this idea of, it's not a siege. It's not a battle. It's just destruction. There is no fighting it. If they brought in some of the rank and file troops, it would give some people the idea of, oh, we can fight back. You need to quash that fort immediately. And it is funny that in this, the dealings and manipulations of the princess to take down the entire kingdom did actually work in her favour. She got what she wanted. Can spend time with her climb now. Did I think that out of Gazef, Brain, and Climb, that Climb would be the one to be resurrected and put into the folds of the Sorcerer Kingdom? No, the other two would be kind of more useful, but if it's the wishes of the princess. Also, how do levels and the like work? We know that humans are slightly, a step down, a few steps down from other creatures, especially how strong everyone in Nazarick is, but they kind of had a head start. Do humans have a hard limit? And let's be honest, any one of us that actually thought the princess was completely innocent in all of this, guilt-free and the like, just being okay with wallowing in blissful ignorance. Yeah, we were kidding ourselves with that one. Her selling her soul out to Ainz, pledging allegiance to the Sorcerer Kingdom, and getting to be with her beloved Climb for eternity, well, as long as she maintains being useful to them. I think the tales of the Sorcerer Kingdom are definitely going to go down in time. History is going to remember this day, this month, these years. But there really wasn't anything that could have been done to save the kingdom, since it was being devoured from the inside, being used as a political tool to fend off any sort of insurrection from any other nation. And also the fact that Ainz couldn't really pull out even if he wanted to. He had the eyes of his floor guardians, Albedo, Demiurge, all of them kind of eyeing up his next move if he was to suddenly pull a 180 and go, actually, let's not invade the kingdom, pack it up, let's go home. How is he gonna swing that one? Of course, his plans are so many steps in the future. But yes, getting some information out there of others that are still within the kingdom's bounds, but not really trying to help out, more just gauging the Sorcerer Kingdom's strength that we saw in the previous episode, like with the dragon armor. And the ones that escaped, like Evil Eye and that group. At least we know some of the ones that we've been following along with did actually escape complete annihilation. Others weren't quite so lucky. But you've really got to respect Climb for doing what he did best, being his princess's shield. Even against the might of Ainz and everyone standing in the back, as soon as he was allowed on his feet again through Demiurge's speech, immediately picking up his sword, teeing off in a combat stance. Knowing that he probably didn't have any chance whatsoever, but that's not the point. And knowing that we're going to have to now back away from watching any more Overlord. I mean, of course I could read some more if there is more to read, but I need to find something else. So if you want to help with that decision, maybe head on to my Discord. Although by the time that you're seeing this, it might have already been made. Who knows? I sure don't, because any form of planning is far above me. That's why seeing the machinations of Ainz is so interesting, so when I can actually keep track of something. So alien to me. But Overlord is a show where you can just enjoy it. Coming this far, meeting characters, seeing how some of it all interconnects, why little things that were brought up before, where they pay off, Seeing that the princess's plans and keeping Climb safe was so far back. But if you have enjoyed Overlord, let me know. If you leave a like and a comment on the video, it helps me and the channel out. If you want something for yourself, consider subscribing. It's completely free and there's no repercussions of having your entire livelihood burnt to the ground. Me, on the other hand, is slightly different because YouTube's changing its terms of services constantly. If you want to make me feel a little better about that, maybe join to my Discord as well. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, so that I can see you in the next one. Luckily for everyone involved, I will not invoke servitude for eternity, but maybe equally as bad, you can help support the channel over on Patreon, because there we can watch more anime together, help the channel grow, reach even more crowds, and progressively realise why that would be a blight upon the world. But until then, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Harfia, Kite, Mystic Square, Shiwan, Matt, Girly, Cardboard, Acne, Diggers, Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else, because I haven't had to annihilate entire generations. And honestly, that really does seem like far too much work.